Alright, I have made several shorts on this topic, and I wanted to make this video including all these points and new points I came across when doing my research to make this video. Here's why I think Miles Morales should be in the new Spider-Man movie, and why he most probably will. Miles Morales should and will likely appear in Spider-Man 4 for many reasons. Tom Holland's Spider-Man was introduced in Civil War as part of Iron Man's team. Similarly, Miles could play an important role in Secret Wars with a debut in Spider-Man 4, and Spider-Man 4 is set to release between Doomsday and Secret Wars, shortly after Doomsday. This timing gives Marvel the perfect chance to tease Miles Morales in Doomsday's post-credit scene and develop him further in Spider-Man 4, much like they teased Captain Marvel in Infinity War and tied her into Endgame, where she played a key role in the Avengers' victory. This especially makes sense because in the comics, Miles Morales ends up in Battleworld, where he meets Peter Parker, whom he considers a mentor. They also encounter alternate versions of familiar characters, which is probably another reason why Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Dr. Doom, where Spider-Man has to battle someone that looks like his mentor, while himself being a mentor to young Miles. Tom Holland mentions in this podcast about wanting to mentor a young actor the way Robert Downey Jr. mentored him.
Cool, and I'd love to one day do that. If I'd be lucky enough to somehow bring Miles Morales into my Spider-Man universe and into the MCU, I'd love to do for a young kid what Downey did for me.
He's also mentioned that they have already laid the groundwork for Miles Morales.
We will, I'm sure, down the line, it has to happen. Miles Morales is another version of Spider-Man, and he is super cool, and he has different powers to Spider-Man, similar powers, and the storyline is intertwined. I'd love to work with Miles. I think it would be great. We've definitely put the building blocks in. But actually, in the version... Well, I don't want to talk about this, because I might...
Yeah. I can feel it.
Donald Glover, who inspired the creation of Miles in the comics, even played Miles' uncle in Homecoming, and in a deleted scene, we see him calling and talking with Miles, which is basically confirmation that Miles, with or without powers, exist in this universe and that they are open to exploring his character.
You do, man. Yeah, sorry, Miles. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah.
The massive success of the Spider-Verse movies also makes the introduction of Miles in live action a smart move. Spider-Verse showed how all Spider-Man variants, including live action ones, coexist in the same multiverse. This evolving storyline opens up many possibilities for tying Miles into the MCU. In Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, Peter always had a mentor or support system, but now he's grown into a more mature Spider-Man, showing responsibility and sacrifice. When he decided to sacrifice his identity and later keep his friends and girlfriend safe by not revealing their connection, these are classic traits of the character. By 2026, Tom Holland will have played Spider-Man for a decade, making it the perfect time for him to pass the torch to Miles. Bringing in Miles would not only give Peter a prot-G but also allow Holland to gracefully step away from the role, just as Iron Man did for Peter, and allow him to possibly explore his own franchise.